Hello dear students, today we are going to discuss chapter number 15, Introduction to Graphs, and in this part we are going to discuss exercise 15.3 from NCERT, and this is the last part of this chapter. Now question number 1. Draw the graphs for the following tables of values with suitable scales on the axis cost of apples. Okay, so the data is given here. And we have to draw a graph. So this is number of apples 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and cost of apples is given in rupees. So it is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Okay. Now 1 apple cost 5 rupees, 2 apple cost 10 rupees, and 3 apple cost 15 rupees, and 4 apple cost 20 rupees, and 5 apple cost 25 rupees. And we have to draw a graph here. So first of all, this is x-axis and this is y-axis. So at x-axis we have to take number of apples, and at y-axis we have to take cost in rupees. Okay. So at x-axis number of apples, it is given 1, 2, 3 up to 5. So we can write here 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one is 5. Now cost is given in rupees. So 5, 10, 15, and 20, up to 25. So at y-axis we have to draw cost in rupees. So it will 5 to 25. So let's suppose this is 5, this is 10, this is 15, this will be 20, this is 25. Now number of apple is 1 given, so cost is 5 rupees. So number of apple is 1, so cost will be 5. So we can draw a dotted line. So this point, now second number of apples is 2 and cost is 10 rupees. So the number of apples will be 2 and cost is 10 rupees. So we can draw a dotted line here. Now this point is 2, 10. Similarly, number of apples 3 and cost is 15 rupees. So the number of apples is 3 here and cost is 15. So just draw a dotted line. So this one is 3, 15. Now next 4, number of apples 4, cost 20. So it will 4 and it will 20. Now again draw a dotted line. So this point 4, 20. Similarly, number of apples is 5 and cost is 25 rupees. So this is 5 and this is 25. Now just draw a dotted line. So this point. Okay. Now these are the points. We have to draw a line passing through these points. So it will like this. So these are the graphs of this data. Now B part, the distance traveled by a car, time is given and distance is given. At 6 a.m. the distance will be 40 km, and at 7 a.m. the distance will be 80 km, and 8 a.m. the distance will be 120 km, and at 9 a.m. the distance will be 160 km. The data is given, we have to draw a graph. So simply we can draw this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Now time is given, so I am taking time in x-axis. So this will be time. Now 6 to 9 a.m. So let's suppose this is 6 a.m. 7 a.m., 8 a.m., So this will be 9. Now next distance in kilometer. So I am taking at y-axis. So this will be distance. Now what is given? 40 to 160. Okay. And 40 and next 80 and 120 and 160. That means the difference between two numbers is equal. So it will be 40. So 40 to 80, the difference is 40. Now 80 to 120, the difference is also 40. Now 120 to 160, the difference is also 40. Okay. So we can, the difference is equal. So we can draw here. Let's suppose this is 40. 80, 120, 160. Okay, these are the intervals. So what we have to draw? We have to draw a graph. So simply 6 am 40 kilometer, the distance is given. So at 6 am the 40 kilometers, so draw a dotted line. So this point is 6 am and 40 kilometer. Now again next 7 am to 80 kilometer. So this is 7 am, this is 80 kilometer. Now just draw a dotted line. So this point is 7 am to 80 kilometer. Now next one 8 am to 120 kilometer. At 8 am car moves 120 kilometer. So at 8 am the car moves 120 kilometer. This point shows at 8 am the car will move 120 kilometer. Now next, at 9 am the car will move 160 kilometer. So at 9 am, car will move 160 kilometer. So this one. Okay. So draw a line passing through these points. So it will be like this. So this is the required graph. Here the distance is 40 kilometer. So here I am taking 1 unit equals to 40 kilometer. Okay, 1 unit represents 40 kilometer. So this was the expression of B part. Now next question number 2. In B part, the question is also given. First question. How much distance did the car cover during the period 7:30 am to 8 am? Okay, how much distance the car will travel at 7:30 to 8 am? So this is 7 am, this is 8 am, so this will be 7:30 am. Okay, this point is 7:30 am. Now to 8 am, 7:30 to 8 am. At these 2 points, what distance the car will travel? So let's suppose 7:30, just draw a dotted line here. So it will, here that is in between 120 to 80. Okay, in between 80 to 120, what at this point, what is that point? 80 and 120. Find a number in between 80 and 120. That is 100. Okay, so this point is 100. Now at 7:30 to 8 am, car moves 100 km to 120 km. Is it clear? I am repeating my statement. At 7:30 to 8 am, the car will move. You can go through this dotted line. This is 100 and this is 120. Okay. At 7:30, it is 100 km. At 8 am, it will 120 km. Okay, you can see here. Now what distance it will travel? 100 to 120 km. So 20 kilometer the car travel at 7:30 to 8 am. So this is the answer. Now next one, second question. Second part, second question. What was the time when the car had covered a distance of 100 km since its start? Okay. So we know, you can see here clearly at 7:30 the car will travel 100 km. So at 7:30 the car will travel 100 km. The answer will be 7:30 a.m. Okay. What was the time? So 7:30 a.m. is the time where car is traveled 100 km. So this was the explanation of B part. So this was the explanation of question number 1, A and B both part. Now next question, the question number 2. Now C part, question number 1, C part, and this is the last part of this question. Interest on deposits for a year given. Now deposit is given in rates rupees and simple interest is given in rupees. Okay. So deposit versus simple interest. We have to draw a graph. So simply we can draw here. At x-axis we can take deposit, and at y-axis we can take simple interest. Okay. So deposit, that is at x-axis. So this is deposit in rupees 1,000 to 5,000. So let's suppose this point is 1,000. This is 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. Similarly, simple interest, let's suppose SI, that will be y-axis. So it is in rupees 80 to 400. So this will be 80. This is 160. This is 240. Now this will be 320. And this will be 400. Okay. Now we can see here the 80 and 160, the difference is 80. Now 160 to 240, the difference is also 80. And 240 to 320, the difference is 80. Now 320 to 400, the difference will be 80. You can check by subtracting it. Okay. So these are equal difference. So we can draw at y-axis. Now what is given? Deposit 1,000. Simple interest will be 80 rupees. So this is 1,000 and this is 80. Now draw a dotted line. So this is the point. Okay. Now next 2,000, 160. So this will be 2,000 and this is 160. Now this is the point. Now next one 3,000, 240. So this is 3,000 and this will be 240. Now next one 4,000, 320. So this is 4,000 and this will be 320. Now 5,000, 400. So this will be 5,000, this will be 400. Now this is the point. Now these are the points. We can draw a line passing through these points. So this will be the required graph. Now some questions are given. Question number first. Does the graph pass through the origin? So we can see clearly here. The graph is passing through the origin. And this is the origin where coordinates are 0, 0. And we can see here clearly the graph is passing through the origin. So the answer will be yes. Okay. Now next question. Now second question. Use the graph to find the interest on rates 2,500 for a year. So we can see in this graph 2,500 rupees. The simple interest 2,500 rupees. The deposit is given. We have to calculate what is the simple interest at 2,500 rupees deposit. Okay, so you can see here this 2,000 to 3,000. So in between them, this is 2,500. Okay, so just draw a dotted line. So this will be at this point. If deposited 2,500 rupees, the SI will be at this point. So what is the value of this point? 160 and 240. So in between 160 and 240. Okay. So how can we find it? Find the number in between 160 and 240. So we know the formula. Simply we have to add this and divide by 2. Okay. To find the number in between two numbers 160 and 240. This is the point. So what we have to do, just add it and divide by 2. So you can see here, this will be 200. Okay. So 400 by 2, that is 200. So this is the number which is at that place. This is 200. Okay. SI is 200. Now this is the answer. 200 rupees. Now next. Third one, to get an interest of rates 280 per year, how much money should be deposited? Okay, so simple interest that is given 280 rupees. So this is 320, this is 400. So in between these two numbers, there are 280 rupees. Okay. So in between these two numbers, 320 and 400, the number which is like 280, just in between. So at 280 rupees, what is the deposit? We have to find. So simply draw a dotted line. That is at this point, 4,000 and 5,000. In between 4,000 and 5,000, what is the deposit? 4,500. Okay. So this will be 4,500 and the deposit will be 4,500. So 280 rupees interest is given. So 280 lies in between 240 and 320. Okay. So this is 280. In between 240 to 320. So draw a dotted line that it will be at this point. So this is the point where 3,000 and 4,000. So in between 3,000 and 4,000, what will be the deposit? 3,500. Okay. So this point is 3,500. So answer will be 3,500 rupees. So this is the answer. So this was the complete explanation of question number 1. Now next question number 2. Now question number 2. Draw a graph for the following. The data is given. Side of a square in centimeter, this is given. And perimeter in centimeter, this is given. Okay. So we have to draw a graph. So simply, suppose this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Now at side of a square in centimeter, there is 2 centimeter. Perimeter is given 8 centimeter. Okay. So first of all, we have to write. I am taking side of a square as x-axis. So this will be centimeter. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now in perimeter, so 8, 12, 14, 20, 24. So let's suppose this is 8, 12. I am taking 4 unit. Okay. 1 unit equals to 4 centimeter. Okay, so starting from 8, so 8 plus 4 that is 12, 12 plus 4 that is 16, 16 plus 4 that is 20, and 20 plus 4 that is 24. Okay, and this is perimeter. Meter in centimeter. Okay, now what is let's see here. Side of square is 2 centimeter, then perimeter will be 8 centimeters. Okay, so 2 and this will be 8. Now draw a dotted line to this point. Okay, now next, side of square will be 3 and perimeter will be 12. So this will be 3 and perimeter will be 12. So draw a dotted line again. So this point. Okay, now next one, 3.5, 14. So 3 and 4, in between 3 and 4, this is 3.5 and this will be 14. In in between 12 and 16, this is 14. Okay. Now this is 3.5 and this is 14. Now draw a dotted line. So it will be, this is the point. Now next one, 5 and 20. So this is 5 and this will be 20. Now this is the point. Again 6 and 24. Now this is 6 and this is 24. So we can draw a dotted line. So this is the point. Now draw a line passing through these points. So it will be, so the question is, this is the required graph. Now question is asking here, is it a linear graph? So we can see here clearly, this line is a straight line, so it's a linear graph. Okay, so we can write as answer, yes, it is a linear graph. Okay, so this is the final answer. Now this one is the first part. Now next, second part. Question number second. Side of a square in centimeter it is given. Area in centimeter square it is given. Okay, so we have to draw a graph. So at x-axis I am taking side of a square, and at y-axis I am taking area in centimeter square. This is 2 to 6, so we can write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is 6. Area is centimeter square, so I am taking at y-axis. Now 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. Okay, so the differences are equal, so we can take 5, 1 unit equals to 5. So starting from, this is 0 and this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. Okay. Now, when side of a square is 2 cm, the area will be 4 cm square. So this will be 2, then area will be 4. So 5 less than 5, so it will be like this. Okay. So this is the point where 2, 4 is lies. Locate. Now next one 3, 9. Okay. So this is 3 and 9 will be at this point just before 10. So at this point 3, 9. Now next one 4, 16. So here 4 and this will be 16. Just after the 15, so it will be 16. So this point is 4, 16. Similarly 5 and 25. So this is 5 and this is 25. Now we can draw here. So this point. Now next one is 6, 36. So this is 6 and this is 35. So it will be 36. So we can write like this. Okay. So this is the point of the. So if we draw a line passing through these points, it's like this. That means this is not a straight line, so it is not a linear graph. Okay. The question will be, is it linear graph? The answer will be no, it's not a straight line. That's why it is not linear graph. So this was the final answer. Now this was the complete explanation of exercise 15.3. So this is the chapter number 15 is completed. Now next video we will discuss chapter number 16. So thank you so much, students.